Well, good morning, everybody. Welcome to Allen Family Firewood again. Glad to have you guys along. We're doing things a little bit different today. I figured, since I got this foolish thing on and I can't be out in the wood yard cutting, I figured we might as well go to somebody else's wood yard. And if you guys, the last video there that I think you guys saw, at least I think it was the last video, my cousin Lyle here had come down and given us a hand in the wood yard and helped me get some wood out. So over the course of the day, he was bragging up how much wood that he can actually produce with this thing behind me.
It's called a relic.
What's it called?
It's called the chomper.
A chomper?
But it's like 25 years old. It's a bit of a relic, but it still processes firewood quite well.
Didn't you say this thing would do like 2 cord an hour?
Yes, and we're going to prove that today.
I'm impressed. And you don't have to run a whole bunch of levers and stuff to make it all happen.
We have a 2, 4, 6 lever system that I run this off from, and we can do about anything we want on the processor as far as bringing the adjustment of the splitter up and down. I can control the length of the wood by these actuators. They are all adjustable with these little handles. Today we're going to do 20-inch wood.
So you can adjust it from 20-inch wood down to 16 inch, down to 12-inch.
Yeah.
No kidding. So it's like a wood processor is what it is.
Yes. And then we do all the wood. Everything is up to 14 inches in diameter. That's a restriction on this processor. Is after 14 inches it won't go through the system. It has adjustable arms on the back here. I don't think you can see them in the camera, but Phil will
yeah, we'll get the camera going here and start working that around here, because I ain't gonna be helping much.
And I know on the internet there, they changed the internet all over for Phil. Because now on the internet you can do a thumbs up, because Phil can't.
Yes, I can. I can do one of them. It might be a black thumb, but I can give you a thumbs up.
So if you like this video, please give us a thumbs up. I can do it, Phil can't.
Well, so this doesn't have a log deck like most wood processors have.
No.
They put a log deck on, and you're going to show us that.
Has a cable with the same hookup that a skidder has to hook a log. And I just walk out, hook on to one of the logs, start it, unhook the cable, and then it self-feeds all the way through.
Okay. Well, I think we fire this thing up and see what it can do. Also said it had a 4-cord truck, so this truck will hold 4 cord that's behind me. sure don't take very long putting out wood. It's mostly boiler wood, I would say, that it's putting out, but that's what they want up here, is mostly boiler wood. But Lyle's over there just sitting down, drinking a Dr. Pepper, letting this thing run all by itself. That is pretty slick with this thing, and it does it on its own, and you don't have to really babysit it that much.
Firewood, Dana Bachelor, who's not real pretty, but Dana's, with all his faults being ugly, he's extremely intelligent with hydraulics and motors and stuff. So I'm hoping maybe he'll get a couple ideas off of this wood processor and improve his process a little bit. But shout out to Dana. Click on to some more firewood and check it out.
guy's got some wood piled up here. I mean, that stack of wood behind me's got to be at least 10 feet tall, and I'd say that whole row of tree length wood's got to be 100 feet long, and there's more stuff over that way too. It's quite the setup they got here, no doubt about that. I thought old Buster was fast. That thing's like watching paint dry compared to this thing. This is a lot less work than running old Buster.
And a lot quicker.
Yeah, yeah it is.
This is Buster's granddaddy.
Buster's granddaddy? Yeah, I'd say maybe. That's pretty impressive. I don't think we've been much more than an hour and a half. I'm not even sure we've been that long. And that truck's basically full, or real close to it. That thing holds 4 cord, guys. So, I mean, it's big boiler wood, but with a couple other wedges added onto that, and I was checking it out. You can see where a couple of the other wedges were cut off, because that's all they have up here. Most everybody wants just big boiler wood, and so they cut the other wedges off. But you could make just regular old firewood like the rest of us do, and boy, this is some awful slick to do that with. I've never seen a wood processor like this. I mean, you don't have to sharpen the chain or anything. It's pretty slick. Look at that. That's impressive. That is impressive.
So we started at 8:06 and it's now 9:31, and we've done 4 cord of wood.
That's less than an hour and a half.
But in all fairness, it's 20-inch. If we were doing 16-inch and a little bit smaller wood, it would take a half an hour a cord. So we'd be 2 hours doing 4 cord instead of
an hour and a half.
No
kidding. Wow. That's just impressive, you guys. Huh.
This truck, just so because people are probably going to have questions. If you look, there's orange marks here, and those are put on by the state. They're kind of old now, but they were really bright.
Yeah.
Every one of these marks is a cord of wood that is marked by the state of Maine Forestry Service, so that if anybody gets firewood from us and they have a question,
they can tell how much wood's in the truck, and
if
they know how much it is.
If they call the Forestry Service, and the Forestry Service says, well, who was it? And they say A&B Forestry. They say, we've marked the truck. If the truck was full, I know you got 4 cord.
Yeah. No kidding.
It prevents a lot of frustration, because a lot of people don't really know what a cord of wood is.
Right. Oh yeah. Most people don't have any idea what a cord of wood is. They have no clue.
And most people don't question it when it's delivered.
Right.
But those that do, we're covered.
Yeah. How often do you guys get loads where it's 4 cord all at once?
Probably every 5th load. This whole system has some drawbacks. One of them is we have a 4 cord truck, and most people order 5 cord.
Oh wow. Okay.
If you're going to heat your house for the winter.
Yeah. This is all boiler wood, basically. I mean.
This is.
Yeah.
But not. We only do 2 or 3 loads of this a year.
2 or 3 loads of
boiler wood.
Oh, okay. So usually you're set up a little bit different on that, making smaller wood.
Making smaller wood, 16-inch for homeowner wood stoves.
All right.
But
so that's why it would take a little bit more time making smaller wood, 16-inch wood, and you're using smaller trees, obviously.
Yes.
That's some awful fast. I mean, those are what, 60-foot logs out there?
Yeah.
60-foot trees?
And you don't have a lot of time, like moving a truck. If you start a 60-footer in, you move the truck ahead, go up and level. By the time you get back down there,
you're already through that log and got to hook up another one. But
yes.
It's kind of nice. You're not sitting there pulling levers the entire time like a typical wood splitter or even a regular wood processor. I mean, I've seen the Yappa wood processors run, and I mean, they're sitting there cutting with a saw, and then they got to stop and sharpen the saw, and that thing just chops it off. There's no messing around with that.
There is no sharpening, other than keeping fuel in it, checking your oils. There's no maintenance. This thing's 25 years old, and you just saw it work in an hour and a half. It processed 4 cord of wood.
And it doesn't break down very often?
No. That shear plate, about every 125 to 150 cords of wood, will replace that shear plate because it's getting dull and it starts to crack up the center.
Yeah.
But other than that, it just keeps going.
It does. That thing's an animal. That's impressive. How much wood do you guys put out a year?
I think last year I put about 250 cord out.
Yeah.
And I'm not the only one that runs this. The owner, Adam Gammon, will run it some.
Yeah.
So I'll probably put out about 300 cord. But this isn't their primary business. They have an excavation business.
Okay.
Run dump trucks, excavator. They have a 50-acre sand pit.
Oh,
so,
wow. Okay.
So if you're in the Andover area and you need excavation work or gravel, A&B Forestry can do that for you too.
There we go. Yeah, I'll show the door of the truck here, and I think I did that already, but can't hurt to do it again. A&B Forestry. Got their phone number there. That's quite the truck too. I like that, being able to haul 4 cord. I need one of them. That is slick. Especially if you could put a gate in the middle, then just deliver 2 cord and have 2 cord on the back. But
this doesn't have that, but a lot of the trucks do have that in them so that you can split your load.
yeah, I've seen that before with a split gate halfway in the middle, and
Yeah, a lot of them are on hydraulics. You don't even
Yep.
have to get out of the truck to open them.
that's all down the road for us, I think. Maybe we could put that in a dump trailer. Dana. That's a Dana project if I
Dana's-
ever thought of one.
Dana and Santa Claus.
Yeah, Dana and Santa Claus. There we go.
Even Santa Claus cuter than Dana, you know that?
Yeah, I think he is. You're right. You're right. He is kind of homely. Oh, geez.
I for the life of me, I don't know how he gets such a pretty wife and daughter because
I don't know. That it doesn't add up. But
no,
he didn't have a lot to work with. But
he did something right.
yeah, good thing we're all friends, because that's what we do up here. We mess around with everybody. So
Phil and I have been connected to Dana for
quite a few years.
30, 40 years now.
Yep.
And Dana is a very talented welder. He should not be doing firewood.
No.
He should be building stuff in a shop. But
Yeah.
he likes doing the firewood, so
He does. He does.
and he's no competition to us anyway. So
Yeah.
right, Phil?
We'll see. Maybe in another year or two I get ramped up. We'll see.
Well, yeah. With that thumb, you can't do much
Yeah,
now.
I'm
He
kind
kick your
of
butt.
got the short end of things right now. So
In Dana's defense, he did save our butt yesterday.
he did. He had to come down to fix the wood splitters. So
Yeah.
that'll be good. Maybe I'll go back over and check out this machine again now that it's not running. We can get in a little bit better here at the business end of things now that it's not running. But you can see it's a 4-way splitter. But they had right there, they had another knife coming out on each side so that you could really split your stuff down a lot smaller, and I think that would be slick. And you guys can see this opening right here where it goes up, and I mean it's just a big knife that comes down. It seems to cut the wood off halfway, and then it pulls it forward through the splitter, and then once it's through the splitter it finishes going down through the wood. It's really a slick rig. I mean, holy crap, look at the size of the hydraulic. That's hot. Wow. Whew. But I mean that's probably got to be a 7-inch cylinder up top here with it looks like the rod's probably a 2.5-inch rod coming down to push that down through the wood. And I think he said it was a John Deere diesel engine.
I think it's around 80 horsepower.
80 horsepower diesel engine that's running this whole rig.
That's what it is.
Lyle's up on top of the truck leveling the load out up there and making it so it all looks good. But what an impressive rig. And I can get right in this thing now here and really show you that knife. That's just slick. I mean this whole tray right here just slides back and forth, and you've got the piece that comes down and holds the log for you. It's just impressive all the way around. I mean, I've never seen anything quite like it, and I mean, any wood processor I've ever seen, you've actually got to sit there and run the levers and saw the wood down through. And I mean, and then after you do 3/4 cord, you're going to be sharpening the saw on them. No sharpening on this. I like that, but you do have to. Well, I mean, you could put 12-foot wood through this if you really wanted. I mean, it'd be a lot more running back and forth with the cables. Having the tree length wood here, 60-footers, makes it a lot easier. You're only hooking up one and then away you go. But these guys have also do some logging, so wood's not a problem for them. I got these arms on the back here so he can wrap the cable around. If he's pulling wood from over on that side, it'll pull it over. And you know, if you've got a crooked log coming in, these will kick it over one way or the other so that you can make up the difference. It's pretty nifty. It's old, but it works. A little bit of cleanup here, picking up the trash.
Probably get on 4 cord. We probably got probably three good wheelbarrow loads of trash out of it. I mean, I saw the stuff coming out down on the other end too there. You get the grizzly bars up on top that are cleaning it up. I might have to come back up and watch you do some 16-inch wood that's more like what the rest of us put out. Just happened to be today they had to do boiler wood when I got up here, so. But get it all cleaned up so it's all ready for tomorrow morning when you get here, right? Yes.
You're pretty much here every day, right? In the morning?
Every morning, 5-6 days a week.
5-6 days a week? Well, that's not so bad.
And then Adam, who was the A in A&B Forestry, him and Bear, who was the B in A&B Forestry, they'll do a delivery, and sometimes on the weekend they'll do a load or two.
Yep. Nice. We gotta get up to your house one of these days, Lyle, and check out your whole operation up there. Lyle's got a sawmill, got a wood miser, kind of similar to the one we've got, and maybe we can go for a buggy ride. You guys don't know it, but he's got horses, and
we saw old-fashioned horse-drawn wagons.
They're pretty neat. I mean, in the wintertime there, you're out doing sleigh rides, and
yes,
you hit a few shows every now and then and do wagon rides and carriage rides and stuff. And he's apt to be driving around town with one of them too, so.
I'm on the wall of fame at the mill store in Andover with my horse and buggy.
There you go.
If you make an impact in town, you get your picture on the wall.
Well, there's only one store in town though, isn't there? So
yes.
Well, yeah, all right. Leave it to you to be on the wall at the store in town. At least it's not on the wall at the post office.
Or the county jail.
Or the county jail, yeah. Oh, geez. Oh, well. All right. Well, I think I'm gonna call it good, you guys. I got to get back to town, and it's an hour-and-a-half ride up here. We're over near the New Hampshire border. This is where Andover is. It's really pretty up here. I don't know if I can scan around here, if I can get over away from the trucks. But, geez, it's all big hills and whatnot going around, and a lot of ledge up in the mountains and stuff. And what's that thing over there?
That's part of a potato processing. Oh, the wood splitter?
Oh, looking at that wood splitter. Is this what when you screw that up, you have to go back to using this thing?
That's why I'm really careful about not screwing that up.
I bet I wouldn't want to have to go back to one of these after using that. That's quite the rig. Is that what they started out with, or a split fire 255-4? Yes, sir.
And Adam and Bear, I believe, are third-generation loggers up here in Andover.
Yeah.
I know they're second generation because I knew their father.
Yeah.
But I think they're third generation, and go all the way back to they actually brought wood out of the woods with horses and steers.
Yeah, I think that's what we got to do one of these days, you guys. We got to get out and find somebody with a team of horses.
Logging.
Yeah. You got anything to hook yours up so we can go out and twitch some logs out of the woods, Lyle?
I don't, but I
No?
bet I know somebody that would do it with us.
There we go. That would be pretty fun. Been a long time. Luther Gray used to do that. Remember going over and seeing him and doing that, and
Yeah,
riding the sled out through.
there's an ex-state trooper, and I don't remember his name, over in the Rangeley area that does a lot of custom logging with horses.
There you go. That might be a whole nother road trip, you guys.
Yeah.
We'll have to check that out. But it's a nice spot here. I mean, it's all pastures, and I don't see any cows running around, but they must be here somewhere. They're probably over hiding in the shade.
They're smarter than we are.
Yeah, they're standing in the shade instead of being out in the sun, but it's a nice spot. All right, well, I think I'm going to head it back to town, you guys. We got all kinds of stuff I got to get done back there, and we're going to call this good. Appreciate you letting me come up, Lyle.
My pleasure.
This was fun, and thanks for helping out this weekend.
Hey, anytime I can help out and dump on Dana a little bit, that's some more firewood.
Yeah, we always like to pick on Dana because he does that for us too, so. But thanks again, you guys. I appreciate you watching, and we'll catch you on the next one. Take care. Bye.